I now request Puja Swamiji to come over.
वर्णानाम् अर्थसङ्घानां रसानां छन्दसामपि मङ्गलानां च कर्तारौ वन्दे वाणी विनायकौ नमामि सद्गुरुं शान्तं सच्चिदानन्दविग्रहं पूर्णब्रह्मपरानन्दम् ईशम् आनन्दिवल्लभं प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः माधुर्यरसकल्लोलां शिवशक्त्यैकरूपिणीम् अमृतानुभवार्थाय वन्दे ज्ञानेशनन्दिनीं यस्य वेदमयी वाणी यस्य देवमयी तनुः यस्य ब्रह्ममयी दृष्टिः स गुरुः पातु मां सदा. Respected all on the dais and in front of the dais. From yesterday we are meditating upon the theme of this Congress, Jayasya Ayatanam Dharmaha. Yesterday, we saw three types of Jaya: Satvika Jaya, Rajas Jaya, and Tamas Jaya. But today, we must think about dharma. Some thoughts came yesterday also about dharma. But what is dharma and what is not dharma, wherefrom is to be decided. All our acharyas unanimously declare that dharma can be known only from the Vedas and Vedas alone. Dharma jidnasyamananam pramanam paramam shruti. Only Vedas are the ultimate authority or pramanam to know dharma. We read Bhagavad Gita, we listen to Srimad Bhagavatam, we read Mahabharat, listen to Ramayana. All these texts are nice and revered by us all, but they are not the first authority. The first-hand authority is only Vedas. We respect all these texts because they follow Vedas. If there is a single word against Vedas in these texts, our acharyas won't regard them. Mind well, what is the place of Vedas in Bharatiya tradition? We must know first. In 6 systems of Indian philosophy, 3 systems don't accept God. Mind well, they don't accept God. The Vaisheshik system, the Sankhya system, and the Mimamsa system. There are 6 systems: Nyaya, Vaisheshik, Sankhya, Yoga, Mimamsa, and Vedanta. From all these 6 systems, 3 don't accept God, but yet they are respected, they are revered, and they are regarded as Astika Darshanas because they accept the authority of Vedas. God can be questioned, but Vedas can never be questioned. That is Bharatiya tradition. We must know this. And therefore only on the last day of his life, the day of Mahasamadhi, Swami Vivekananda invited all his disciples, sannyasi disciples and brahmacharis also. On the last day, mind well, and he told them, we have talked much about Vedanta, but Vedanta cannot be complete unless we study Vedas. And therefore, we must start one Ved Vidyalaya. On the last day of his life, Swami Vivekananda said, we must start one Ved Vidyalaya. Unfortunately, that day, he went with them, showed the place where the Vidyalaya is started. On that day, he wrote 3 letters. One to Varanasi, one to Mumbai, and one to Pune for the publishers. And he said in those letters, we want to start a Ved Vidyalaya. Please send your all Vedic literature for us. Unfortunately, it was not started. When the death centenary was celebrated in 2002, the president of Ramakrishna Mission realized that we have not fulfilled the desire, the last desire of Swami Vivekananda. And that day, he wrote one letter to me. See, President of Ramakrishna Mission wrote one letter to me. We want to start a Ved Vidyalaya, and we know that you are running so many Ved Vidyalayas. So please allow our 3 sannyasis to visit your 3 Ved Vidyalayas so that we can know how Ved Vidyalayas are run. That was the certificate by Swami Vivekananda for our mission, Maharshi Vedavyas Pratishthan. See, after 100 years, it happened. I was very much anxious. And there were sleepless nights that the Vedic lore is being forgotten. Before 30 years, that was the condition. I may cite 1-2 examples. Our Puja Swamiji, Satyamitrananji, asked Govind Gopal Mukhopadhyay from Calcutta. He was a great scholar. He asked Panditji, how many scholars are there in Bengal who have the whole Veda by heart? With a very pessimistic look, he said, not even 5. And all of them are above 70. How Vedas can be protected? And same thing was there in Rajasthan. In Pune, I wanted some priests from Madhyani Shakha, and somehow I could arrange for only 4 priests. We started Maharshi Vedavyas Pratishthan, and by God's grace, the work went on expanding, and it gives us some satisfaction that we have surrendered not less than 1800 Vedikas in the service of Bharat Mata. And all these Vedikas have one shakha by heart. We don't call them Vedic, who just performs the Rudrabhishek or some puja. The whole Ved must be by heart, and it must be by heart with the Swaraghatas. There is tradition of Swara Prakriya. Vedas are not just poetry, they are mantras. And if the mantrahood of Vedas is to be protected, then the Ucharana Paddhati, how they are to be uttered, they are to be sung, it must be protected. And therefore, we concentrated upon the Shabda Rakshana. We must, first of all, we must protect the tradition of vocal learning. See, the vocal learning is the real tradition from time unknown. Time unknown, I say, because there is nobody who has composed Vedas. Vedas have come to us. First of all, they were downloaded by Brahmadev, by Brahmaji. And then they were imparted, downloaded mind well. They were not created. Vedas are apaurusheya. Nobody has created them. And from that, the tradition is of vocal learning. And that tradition is very important. The time is very short. mind one thing more. The verse in Vedas are not the main theme of Vedas. What are Vedas? Vedas are the vibrations. The whole world is made of sound. The whole cosmos has got sound. And Vedas are the compositions of those resonances. And that is very important. And therefore, real Veda is different from and superior to the Shabda Veda. What we learn is Shabda Veda. The real Veda is implied by Shabda Veda. And therefore, this mantrahood must be protected. And if it is to be protected, mind well, again, the mantras uttered by cassettes or by modern apparatus, they don't have that mantrahood. Our tradition says the mantra must come from the body, which is made able, fit after the samskaras. We believe in Shodash samskaras, and therefore a pure, chaste body who is observing all the rules and regulation, when Vedas come from that kantha, then only the mantratva is there. And then only Vedas have that power, which power is ishta prapti anishta pariharayoho alaukikam upayam yogranto vedeti sa vedaha. We desire something, we must have it. We want to avoid something, we must be able to avoid it. How can it be done? We are trying on practical levels for that, but when that is not possible, we must take refuge in Vedocharan, the Vedic Anushtanas. And that power, that mantric power, rests only when the Vedas are uttered by that kantha, that throat, which has gone through all the samskaras, Vedic samskaras, like Garbhadhan, Simantonayan, then Jatakarma, and then Namakarana, and Mukhya, the main, is Upanayana. Then only the Vedic Adhikar comes. This mantratva is very important. And therefore, it came from the tradition unknown that the Guru will depart the knowledge and Shishya will receive it. And in the same way, it has come. And this is our main object. Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya said, Vedo nityam adhiyatam, taduditam karma swanushtiyatam, teneshasya vidhiyatam apachidih kamyamatis tyajatam, Vedo nityam adhiyatam. And what Acharya Shankara says has been said by every Acharya in our Bharat. Mind well, this Vedic literature has given all the great thoughts and all the power. Then why we suffered within these centuries? Dr. Annie Besant said one thing very important. She said the fault lies not with Hindu Dharma. She said the fault lies not with Hindu Dharma, but with the Hindus that they have not followed it. The fault lies with the Hindus that they have not followed it. And therefore, we must protect these Vedas. This Shabdakshan is very important. And therefore we started. And mind well, there was a time when it was very difficult to learn all this. And these Mughals and the British, they always tried to disrespect the Brahmins. They knew that the main work, the main inspiration is being given by these Brahmins. And therefore, this Vedic lore must be destroyed. It must be done away with. And therefore, according to their method, they wrote books. And what they wrote, they themselves said that if coming generations read our translations of Vedas, they will throw them away. And we people, unfortunately, our university scholars too, unfortunately, they are following only those English translations of Vedas which are totally wrong. Swami Vivekananda said, don't read them. What do they know? What do they know? That wealth has come to us. How to protect it? So we started. It was very difficult for us. We started one Ved Vidyalaya, but it was desired by the Almighty because we are living in the era of renaissance of Bharat, and therefore people followed, and we are today running 36 Ved Vidyalayas right from Gujarat to Manipur and Maharashtra to Jammu Kashmir. We never went to South because in South, Kanchi Kamakoti Pitham, Sringeri Pitham, Tirupati Devasthanam, they have done much in this field, and therefore we did not require to duplicate it. And I am very glad to tell you that though we are running 36 schools only, with us, more than 50 schools again have been started, and as I desired, the Vedic education must become a movement. Our institute had never any boundary. Anywhere, anybody working for Vedas is working for us, and therefore we cooperated. And along with these 36 schools, more than 50 schools are running today. This is very much required. But this is not enough because Veda Rakshana, Shabda Rakshana has been done today. And today, Artha Rakshana is required. People have misinterpreted Vedas. All people are reading the translation by Griffith of Rigved. But when to know Pandit Satavlekar, Maharshi Dayananda Saraswati, then Swami Karpatiji Maharaj, and the best of them, Pandit Madhusudan Ojha. Pandit Madhusudan Ojha's literature is obsolete. People don't know it. And he has given the Vijnana Bhashya of Vedas. And therefore, in this flow, we all must work together. Because if we are to create new generation, and it is to have the inspiration from the tradition, we must create, as in Maharshi Vedavyas Pratishthan, we say, we are not nurturing the just ritual doing Purohitas, we are preparing for Veer Vedikas, who shall be the cultural leaders of the country. Who shall be the cultural leaders of the country? For that, we are preparing so many things. People are following. So many things are to be done. We are not to stop. One thing more. Swami Paramacharya of Kanchi, at that time, he begged only just for a handful of rice, give me a handful of rice every day. I want to run Ved Vidyalayas. Now the times have changed. But when I started Maharshi Vedavyas Pratishthan, I said, if anybody comes to me and asks me that I want to learn Vedas, but I don't have anything, if I too don't have anything, I will go a-begging, but I will make arrangements for his learning of Vedas. That is what is required. We are in that way doing our best. And if while talking about Hindutva or Hindu Dharma, we miss Vedas, we shall miss everything. And therefore, stand for Vedas, go for Vedas, follow Vedas. Everything will follow if we follow Vedas. Bhagavad Gita is the very simple avatar of Vedas only. And today, through Gita Parivar, we are teaching Bhagavad Gita to more than 8 lakh people of 180 countries.
Time, Swamiji.
That is Bhagavad Gita. So, Gita for masses and Vedas for classes, that should be our motto.
Lovely.
And we should go again.
Lovely, lovely.